All right, if you're a creative agency and you're looking to scale, it is an increasingly crowded market these days. The landscape is changing significantly. More people are entering the business. Competition is becoming more and more fierce, and platforms like Upwork are making it easier for freelancers to snatch your potential clients. Even worse, clients are just becoming more savvier, demanding more for less. UGC is becoming popular. The price of entry for creative is fairly low. But what we don't want to do is we don't want to let this freak us out, hold us back, ruin our agency's chances of growth. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to break down what I feel could be the strongest offer for creative agencies heading into 2024. I'm going to give 3 different options. So stay till the end to get a breakdown of all 3 of them in detail. And yeah, we had to do a lot of adapting when it comes to the offers. So hopefully some insight that I'm able to provide here will be impactful for you guys. Let's just kind of think back. Like I'm reflecting back on my agency days. Like when we first started in 2018, like the thing that was really hot was just simply being on social media. Everybody was like new to it. It was like fairly like new. Like I just need to post on social media. I just need to like check the box and like I need to get it done. This was before IGTV. This was before Instagram Reels. This was before TikTok. This was just simply, I know I need to be on social media. Who can help me? And I have no idea where to start. And a lot of people haven't really caught up on it. And 2018, it was kind of the year for me starting out as a freelancer. And that was like my upper hand. It was like, I understand social media. Like I can do this for a lot of people. And that's exactly what I started doing. And then as we head into like 2019, the value of like social media became more about video. And this is where IGTV came into play, and it was very heavy. Like, okay, I need to be on video. I need to be posting videos. I need to be active with videos. And this was still kind of the time where there wasn't a lot of freelancers in the space, and we get away with charging a lot, and the demand was fairly high, and clients weren't savvy to figure out how to do this on their own, and they really needed to contract out this new best type of thing that we could then solve. In 2019, I think we did like $750,000, and the majority of the business was like the social media of just like posting and graphics and photography, and then really started to ramp up the video production. And then as like 2020 came around, we literally doubled. We did like $1.7 million in sales, and it came from a lot of just social media management, a lot of video, but also like the videos that we were doing were like the short form videos. And this was also, of course, when we had a global pandemic, which is also kind of took a wrench in everything. But what it also did was made people realize, okay, I need to be on social media. I need to figure out how to do this. And fortunately, we were able to get a lot of people who did want to leverage social media. Specifically, we were working with like a lot of people in mortgage and real estate space, and they need to be on social media, especially now that the in-person stuff wasn't as active, and we need to be more and more seen on social. So what I feel like is like been 2021 to like now, which is 2023. Like for us, it's been heavy on the short form video. Like we were able to get a studio. We had all of the people coming into the studio, but we also started to notice that people were getting more savvy. Clients were becoming more savvy when it comes to short form videos. People were becoming more savvy when it comes to posting on their social media. They weren't willing to pay nearly as much when it comes to short form video because they were either finding a cheaper option, potentially just having an editor, or they were able to do it on their own with the rise of UGC and technology being really easy to create a lot of content on your own. Yeah, this was really a threat as we've seen it in the last few years. And like another big thing that like we will always do just from a creative agency perspective is like one-off projects just to continue to supplement the retainers. But as you can see, like things have evolved. Like things are continuing to evolve in our industry. And if you're watching this and you are a creative agency, it's important that we need to be thinking about the next best thing. Like our offering, as you can see here, even like a little bit of my explanation, it was always evolving. It was always changing. What we were doing 5 years ago is not what we're doing today. So if you as an agency owner can always be thinking ahead of the curve, if you can be thinking about the next best thing that can actually serve the customers, then that's where you are going to be set up for a win. So before we talk about the 3 different offers that I feel could be really strong for you guys, I'm going to talk about why some offers are just simply, in my opinion, failing and where people are going to be set up for a loss if they do not change this. So let's talk about what causes potentially an agency's offer to not be successful. So the first thing is fairly obvious to me, but unfortunately not obvious to a lot of people. It's lack of specialization. So especially in the creative agency space, like we want to serve everybody. We want to do everything for everybody. We don't want to miss out on an opportunity. Oh, we can do a video for this company. Great. We can do social media for this company. We can do videos for this company. If you're a generalist, if you're lacking being specific with who you're serving, you're going to be a jack of all trades, master none. That's going to trap you into sort of that hamster wheel of just taking on a project, especially if you are a freelancer right now and you're not specialized on one specific niche. It's going to be very difficult to scale and scale trust with a really particular audience. So instead of diluting the quality by being a generalist, like really think about who do I want to serve? How do I want to serve them? What is the specialization for the agency, for my agency, that I can actually target and serve really well? So first things first is we want to make sure that our offer is going to be targeted. The next thing that I'm seeing happen a lot is simply just like over complication. Like I see a lot of people who are like doing everything for everybody. They have 10 different services and they're doing 6 different platforms. And when they do sell somebody, it's really clunky and it's not streamlined. The thing that we want to think about is simple scales, complex fails. The more systematized, the more simple our offer can be, the more set up we're going to be for a win for our clients, not only, but for internal operations when it comes to growing and scaling our offer. So we want to make sure our offer is very simple to fulfill and simple to sell as well. And really the last thing when it comes to offers is they're missing a result focus. And results can mean a lot of things. It's just about making sure you are clear on the result for your specialization. So we talked like lack of specialization, like results don't necessarily need to be monetary, but what is the result that the client that you're specializing in with your really simple offer that you're actually solving for the client can actually drive? Is that engagement? What is that engagement amount? Who is the customer that you're going to build engagement with, et cetera, et cetera. Getting really specific on the results, which happen over time, and being really clear on the results and communicating the results to your clients is going to be key. So we want to make sure when we are thinking about our offer, if we're thinking about changing up our offers, it just needs to be really specific. We need to have a niche. We need to be really clear. Our offer needs to be very simple to fulfill and then simple to sell, and actually make sure that it's actually driving a result for the client. What is the result that you're driving? Is it engagement? What is the mechanism that you're going to be able to drive that specific result? All of this just needs to be streamlined and flow really nicely. We cannot be generalists. We cannot be unclear on who we serve and the results that we're creating for our customers. We need to be really pinpointed, really specific when it comes to our offering. Like for us, like when we were growing and scaling, like we were very much a generalist. Like I was a generalist, and until we started scaling up an offer that was really specific for one niche, which was real estate. And it was very much, hey, we help realtors become the most known agent in their area through our most known agent program. And that really allowed us to have one simple process. It was very simple. We were specialized. We could like really speak to one specific audience. We could do really well. We could learn all of the creative in and outs of what's working well for that niche, and then drive it to the result, which was, hey, we're going to get you X amount of engagement. And if we don't, then we'll work for free until we do. And if we can pinpoint these 3 things, then we'll be set for a win. So I want to now share like 3 different kind of offers that I think would work really well. So the first thing is going to be a VIP content day. So a VIP content day, basically like what we would do is we would do 3 months of content in one day. What you could literally do is you could do like a strategy call. This is literally just one strategy call. And then basically what you would do is you would shoot one time. And what you would do is you would edit whatever you want to call 3 months of content. It could be 30 to 90 videos. And on the strategy call, what you could do is you could help them and come up with like a scripting by leveraging like ChatGPT and a dialed in process. And then like the shooting, you really sell the on-site coaching, because that is massively valuable for the threats that we were just talking about earlier on. Offer like this, in my opinion, can easily be sold for $7,500 plus. And the good thing about this, why I love this type of offer, is simply one, if a client is shooting the videos themselves, they get a professional videographer to come out and shoot the videos, so the quality is going to be super dialed in. Two, if they're coming up with all the script ideas and like coming up with all these ideas, it can be super overwhelming and draining for somebody who has a business and needs to work on their business. That's where the strategy call can really come into play. And then the editing, we're just going to handle all of that in-house. And the cool thing about this is you guys can also travel for this. Like if you feel like you're a creative agency and you're tied down to local businesses, like start offering a content day and start offering it nationally to the specialized person that you are working with. Because if you, in fact, can serve a person, you have a simple offer that can achieve this, like a VIP content day, and it's going to drive a result for that specific person, people will pay you to go out and travel and knock this out for them. So that is the first offer, the VIP content day. I think this is super solid for creative agencies. I think everybody should do it, and 100% will protect you from any of the threats of clients doing it themselves or just hiring freelancers to just edit their videos. They're missing a lot of components that you guys can solve. The next thing that I would think about and consider is plugging in an appointment setter. So let's just say let's say we're doing 20 videos a month plus posting. It's like one of the challenges with a creative agency. It's like, okay, what is the result that I'm driving for my clients? Like how do I actually translate this into business? Unless you're on the front lines of asking them all the time, how's the business going? Are you closing any deals? How many appointments have you set? It's like a very indirect sort of offer. And while there's opportunity to get business from it, and it certainly does happen, it's just not really as predictable. So what we could do with an appointment setter is simply create some predictability. So what I would do, again, with my specialized offer, I would have appointment setter in niche I'm serving. And then all I would do is I would just tack this on with the offer of the video that I'm doing, whether that's the VIP content day or maybe you're doing 20 videos a month, whatever it could be. I would say, hey, we're going to have an appointment setter like trained. And what they're going to do is basically they're going to go through people who engage, talk to them, set up appointments, go on offense and talk to more people. Maybe you add in some like ads for the appointment setter to drive more engagement for the appointment setter so that they can set more appointments. But basically you're hiring a salesperson on a platform where the attention of your client's audiences are, and you're having somebody literally just set appointments all day for them. And this could work really well for like if your client is like an entrepreneur or a personal brand or in mortgage or in real estate, and all they're doing is setting appointments from the DMs. And as you're building their brand, as you're getting them more exposure with the 20 videos per month, you're also setting appointments for them. Guys, this could be super solid from a price point perspective. Like my opinion would probably be like, I would get really specific on your niche so that you can have a really good process for hiring people of this, like this. So if you did like $5 an hour, that's going to be about $800 a month. And then you could just simply upsell that to the client, assuming that you're working with a high ticket client and they're actually getting results. This should just be a drop in a bucket. So first one's the VIP content day. Second one is tacking on an appointment setter for your videos, for all the engagement that you're going to get for them. The third thing that I would suggest is to double down on strategy. People hire consultants all the time. People hire social media consultants, and most of the time they're really niched down to a specific person. So think about your customer shoes. So if you are serving dentists, like how do you get really crystal clear on the strategy that's going to drive the most amount of business for that dentist? So this is more of like an internal thing, but like how do you crack the code internally? How do you double down on strategy and be the go-to person for the go-to niche in making sure that you're really honed in on who you're serving and how you serve them? So how I would do this is I would, one, which you're probably not doing, is put strategy as a line item, plus do internal steps to convey value and ensure your strategy is actually good. Because this will allow you to predictably get ideal clients as well as high ticket clients. And then I would, as a part of strategy, like make sure you're including scripting, research, time-saving activities that somebody who is a business will not do because simply they just don't have time to do it. It's not their full-time job. But if you can do that for a specific niche, become really, really good at that, then the value of you doing all of this, it's going to pay tenfold and actually allow you to serve the customer, which will just lead to more customers later down the road. So the third one is really just doubling down internally and valuing what you're doing and coming up with mechanisms to actually serve them, improve that, which will help you attract new clients and also get more referrals because what you're working on, what you're doing is actually serving them. Like this is going to set your agency up for a win long term simply because you're actually driving results for people. So doubling down on strategy will help set yourself up for a win long term in your agency going forward. It's not going to be a transactional relationship like these editors or freelancers could be. It's going to be more of a big picture strategy style offer that could be super dialed in. So guys, those are my thoughts. 3 different offers that you could really focus on for 2024. 1, doubling down on strategy, getting really, really, really freaking good at what you're doing. That is what you need to be focusing on, not being a generalist. 2, deploying an appointment setter. If you're doing posts for people, if you're getting good views, tag on an appointment setter. Get somebody in there to help set appointments. And then firstly was the VIP content day. Defies a lot of the threats and gets over a lot of the threats that are out there, guys. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments on what you think about these 3 things, as well as what you're seeing for 2024. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. We will see you on the next video.